You're out of
the
order.
people who need shelter. And I think that everything else needs to come to a stop so that we can talk about the people on the streets right now.
A baby died and 4 other adults died. And they're allowing it to happen by not making shelter for these people in freezing conditions.
Walking out. The mayor doesn't give a shit.
No, they actually don't like
Fuck you,
this.
Ted.
We can tell because
Fuck you, Ted.
they shoot us in
Okay,
the
vote for
face.
Jesse.
Who has the casket?
It's right there. They haven't thrown it out yet.
Oh, they haven't tossed it yet. Okay.
Someone grab my backpack. It's needed. It's right there.
Thank you. So, if anybody wants to come up here to talk to the people of the city, talk to each other right now, let's have this dialogue right now. I want to hear from the people in this group right now. Who has ways? I have ways. A lot of us have ways to help this issue right now. Does anybody in here have a suggestion for the city to help the issue of no more people dying on our streets and getting housing? Raise your hand.
Solution?
Go ahead.
I've got a solution. It's called Hazelnut Grove. Any of you heard of Hazelnut Grove?
Yes.
Many of you heard of the idea of an organized camp?
Yes.
Don't you think it would make sense if people had something like, trash pickup or sanitation, laundry services, warm bed to sleep in? It's not really that difficult. It costs about $3,000, maybe even less, to build a single tiny house. So if the city's spending $300,000 on meeting with all of the advocacy organizations to decide what they want to do about the homeless problem, the homeless people themselves have gotten fed up, and they've just decided, we're going to build our own homes. If you're going to make us sit on a waiting list for 2.5 years to find a home, then we'll just take some of your land and build our own homes.
Amen, brother.
Yep.
Who else has suggestions? Let's hear them.
What happened to Terminal 1?
Suggestions to help get people into places, into housing, into anything, things that the mayor is not dealing with.
The politicians have to stop talking and they have to start doing. That's the simple solution to this whole thing that's been going on for years. And here's a question for everybody. What about the nonprofits? If we solve the homeless problem, what happens to the nonprofits? They lose their jobs.
How come Mark
The
Dole
very
got promotion?
people that are supposed to be solving homelessness have an interest in keeping it going. Think about that. There are millions of dollars involved in this.
Where was Mark Dolan during all this? Nathan Howard told me when I was calling from St. John's to figure out how we could get the community center to open up, Nathan Howard from the mayor's office said, call Mark Dolan. Everybody thinks it's the mayor's job to deal with this housing problem. It's not the mayor's job. That is from Nathan Howard. And he's the chief strategist for the mayor. That's who's working here. So Nathan said to me, hey, call Mark Dolan. He gave me his info. Did Mark answer his phone? No. For a week, Mark didn't answer his phone. So what happened to the people who were on the street during that snow and during that freezing weather?
Four of them froze to death.
Yeah.
And a baby.
Yeah.
And Mark got a raise.
And Mark,
He got a raise.
Got a raise.
Did it put him over 100,000
That's
yet?
right.
He makes over $100,000 on the backs of the homeless. Isn't that cool?
And how many people does Join actually have?
How many does Join have?
Yeah.
He gets extra money from Join.
Yeah.
And he got a construction company.
Does anybody know?
And he's running the whole damn program.
He gets money from everyone, trust me.
That's right.
Multnomah County, City of Portland.
Not to
Somehow,
mention the fact that they harvest all the bike frames that they steal from the homeless and put it into their budget.
look at this.
there you go. And what happens to organizations? They fight to survive.
If you want to check on that, by the way, Brian Andrews over at the Portland Building is the one who told me that. The real information is made up. The city scraps those bicycles frames out that they take from the homeless, and then they put the money back into stealing more bike frames.
I think one thing we really
Well, the
need
city
to
doesn't
remember
want people in
is not just the homeless that are suffering, but among those homeless, there are people who are severely mentally ill. When this woman was found, she was found barefoot, barely clothed. Okay, I was homeless and pregnant on the streets, The only reason I was able to get help is because I was actually able to ask for help. There is nowhere for the mentally ill to go, let alone the homeless. But amongst them, there are very severely mentally ill people that cannot ask for help, that cannot even think about going into 4 walls filled with 80 people. They have nowhere to go. They just warehouse them in jails. What are we going to do with them? We can't just give them apartments and expect them to live in them. They need actual mental health treatment.
Where are the churches?
Where are the churches? They're tax exempt.
Where are the churches? There are no churches here.
We asked the mayor to press on them for day one.
Well, do you know that the churches get grants from the city to run their programs? There are no churches here.
I have something to say.
Yeah.
It's the first day of the freeze. I was at Union Station downtown at 6:30 in the morning. A houseless man tried to quietly sneak into the Greyhound. He was not wearing pants. It was 28 degrees. I looked at my phone. They rousted him out and knew him by name. They kicked him outside. It was 28 degrees. He was wearing no hat. He was wearing a shirt, a quilted vest, socks, and shoes. And I put the word out on social media that I'd seen them kick this man outside, and that's attempted murder from my perspective. And my friends on social media were able to locate this man, and he was safe. But you know where they took him? To jail.
Of course.
You know, I was thinking about what this sister over here was saying about the mental health issue with people on the street and where are they supposed to go. And I think that that is something that needs to be number one on the priority list, and that an answer, I mean, how many decades have we been living with this, right? If a guy has run for mayor for a year and wins that mayorship seat and gets into this office, which he has, and doesn't have a plan for this that can be, installed like immediately, what's the matter with that? That's a big problem to me. So my trip is that this mayor needs to give us answers right now about what is going to be implemented right now. This sister raised the point. What the hell are we going to do with the people who have mental illness on our streets, who will not go into these places that treat them like animals, stuff them with pills, don't treat them with any type of humanity, and so the people on the street, no matter how mentally ill they are, they're not going to go.
And even if
We
they
need
do,
humanity.
Even if they do, like you said, they'll just give them a handful of pills and throw them right back on the street and say, come back in a week for your handful of pills.
I cannot figure out why we can't figure this out.
I can, because we had some wealthy developers in town who put together a coalition of their own, figured out how to get 1,000 people sheltered in Terminal 1, and the smirking jerk pulled the plug because he didn't like that Ibrahim was going to be running it. That's the truth.
The truth is, when we propose real solutions to them, when we give them ideas that have actually worked in practice,
They pulled the plug.
They pull the plug. Hazelnut Grove was supposed to be the prototype. It was supposed to be the first of many homeless camps. How many camps has the city built in the past almost 2 years now? None.
How much help do you get from the city?
They give us
Zero.
They gave us one porta potty and one dumpster.
And talk about how often they come to change the porta potty.
Porta potty gets serviced once a week for a camp of 30 people.
I would like to ask people that are in here if you could pull out your phones and get on social media and check in and write #NothingMoves. That would be really awesome.
There's actually just outside the door, they've locked them, they're not allowing them to come in. Jesse and Sarah.
Jesse's right outside the door
Yeah,
here.
they won't let them come in.
Let Jesse in.
Is he in the
Let
building?
Jesse in!
Let
Jesse in! Let Jesse in! Let Jesse in! Let Jesse in! Let Jesse in! Let Jesse in! Let Jesse in! Let Jesse in!
Let just.
The real mayor of Portland is.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, we can be here all day. I demand right now that the mayor come in
We need
here.
sister power.
That the mayor come in here and talk answers to us and treat this like the reality that it is. And treat working with them. You lied to the public. We got time. I took today off.
You see what the clock says? Mimi, you see what the clock says?
I'm self-employed.
The clock says it's our
Oh,
time.
Anybody out there?
Black block.
Oh.
I don't know. I guess there's people outside, they're blocking
The
everything.
goons are gonna show up and give us the ultimatum to leave the rest.
Let's, why don't we flip these shades up so that we can see out, so if Jessica wants to be outside, maybe we can keep an open window.
If anybody has
Everybody, can you tell them to go out on the street so that we can communicate this way? I mean from here, Joe. Oh, that. What's your finger?
I work for life. I didn't know it was I work for life. I'm just a peon.
Once again, I know the mayor's listening somewhere. I'd like the mayor to come in here and answer our questions, let us know what he plans on doing.
Robin, are you staying out of trouble?
Trying.
You can't stay out of trouble, Bob.
Can't stay out of trouble.
You're gonna make it till the end of the day, you know.
You have any more court dates?
Yeah, I got a lot.
Well, would you let me know? I'll go.
Okay.
Give me the calendar.
But you guys got so many damn court dates. You know, I'm 74, I forget.
I know.
You gotta give me a 48-hour window.
Okay. I will.
And I move slow.
Yeah.
What's the hashtag?
And you put your suit on,
Nothing
man.
emergency money.
Look at this guy. Everything
Granted to us. Why can't we talk about
Hashtag nothing moves. Sorry, I gotta go back up here. I don't want them to get an idea.
that's a real answer. There's money that's been allotted to the city for the state of emergency that's still not spent that we could be bidding for or seeing where that money goes to, because that's a real amount of money that we have to work with
Yeah,
that hasn't been used up yet.
Yeah, that's what
We have a lot, but we spent like a portion of it, but there's still like $60,000 not spent, and then another 25 that's kind of up in the air. But I think that's what we need to be focusing our time
I'm with you.
and energy on getting that money specifically for.
Well,
Good to see you.
This is the